Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Years of the Dragon. I'm your host, Mark Lloyd Masterson, and on this program, we talk about everything Bruce Lee. Years of the Dragon is also the title of the book that I've written that examines movies Bruce Lee would have made had he not passed away on July 20th, 1973. Haven't you ever wondered what Bruce Lee's career might have looked like had he lived longer? Well, I did, and I wrote a book about it. My book's available on Amazon right now. Hardcover sells for $15.99 and the paperback for $12.99. So just if you're interested, just search my name, Mark Lloyd Masterson or Years of the Dragon, and you'll find it. Also, I just wanted to thank everyone who stopped by to see me at the Fayetteville Fan Fest. It was great to see everyone, and thanks for those who bought my book. Really appreciate the support. On this episode, I'm going to be discussing that iconic phrase, be water, my friends. So, we're going to talk about the origins of that in case you didn't know. So, Sterling Silliphant was actually one of the creators and executive producers of Longstreet, which was a television program that ran in, I believe, the 1971-72 season. He wrote the episode called The Way of the Intercepting Fist. As you should know, The Way of the Intercepting Fist is Jeet Kune Do, and that's Bruce Lee's martial art. So Sterling was also a close friend and student of Bruce's, and he wrote that episode specifically for Bruce. Sterling was also the executive producer and one of the creators of Longstreet. It starred James Franciscus, and he actually wrote that episode. So in the episode, Bruce's character, Lee Sung, is training Longstreet, and he says, empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. Put it into a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or creep or drip or crash. Be water, my friend. And what Bruce was saying in that was he was just trying to show Longstreet, his student, how versatile water is, how it can adapt to anything. It can seem to be gentle and harmless, but it can also be very devastating in its power. But you can't hurt it either. It just is. And he wants Longstreet to not think, but to feel. And he's training him, and he also, in that episode, trains him for a fight. The whole episode is actually a testament in my mind to how much Sterling Silliphant revered his friend and teacher Bruce Lee. Bruce is basically playing himself in that episode. So if you've ever seen the episode, or if you've never seen the episode or the series, it was released on DVD several years ago. It's probably on YouTube also. So check it out. The series was called Longstreet, starred James Franciscus as a blind insurance investigator. And Bruce actually guest starred in 4 of those episodes. But the very first episode after the pilot, The Way of the Intercepting Fist, written specifically for Bruce by Sterling Silliphant, that's where he has his best role. In fact, in that first episode, Bruce got more fan mail than the star of the series, James Franciscus. So the network just had to get him back. But Bruce had actually gone to Hong Kong to start filming those movies for Golden Harvest with Raymond Chow. So they had a real problem finding him and bringing him back, but they did. And he came back for 3 more episodes. But they didn't quite know what to do with him in some of those other episodes. So he didn't have the same impact as he did in that first episode. But I definitely recommend that you have a look at it. Pick up the DVD or watch on YouTube if you can. Bruce was also asked about that particular episode, The Way of the Intercepting Fist, when he appeared on the Pierre Berton show in Hong Kong. Pierre Berton was a Canadian author and television personality who had an interview show. And he was in Hong Kong at the time in 1971, and he asked his staff to find him somebody very interesting to talk to. He didn't know who Bruce Lee was at the time. A lot of people didn't. He was just on the brink of superstardom, but he hadn't exploded at that time yet. But that's one of the only English language interviews still in existence with someone interviewing Bruce Lee. And Pierre Berton was a very good interviewer. And if you get a chance to watch that in its entirety, I definitely recommend it. But in that episode, Pierre asked Bruce again, and he about that phrase, and Bruce recited, "Be water, my friend." So also, I just also want to thank everybody for tuning in. So if you enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe and hit the like button. Also hit the bell. You'll be notified when I post something new. There's a sequel to my book coming out, which explores the movies Bruce Lee might have made from 1981 to 1990. So look for that in the new year. I'm really excited about that. I think we're going to enjoy that. So remember, check out my book on Amazon. Look up my name, Mark Lloyd Masterson, or the title Years of the Dragon. You'll find it. And I know you'll be glad you did. And remember, be water, my friends.